It's juicy, it's citrusy, and it's featured on the latest episode of the next course.
Boom. Cheers. Give it a shot, dude. See what you think.
Today we're making grilled mojo chicken arepas. Crispy corn cakes filled with marinated chicken, all topped with a garlic lime crema. It's simple, it's packed with flavor, and it's something you need to try. Let's start with what you need. The ingredients are pretty simple, but the flavor, next level. Now obviously if you want to make more, you could scale this recipe up. But you're going to need 1 boneless skinless chicken breast, 2 cloves of minced garlic, the juice of 1 orange, the juice of 1 lime, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of oregano, salt, pepper, olive oil, and your arepas. Now, you can always make your arepas from scratch, which is probably the way that you should be doing it, but today we want the pre-made ones to save a little bit of time and make things easy. So for your garlic lime crema, you're gonna need 1/4 cup of sour cream, or you can do Greek yogurt if you're trying to keep it a little bit healthier, 1 clove of minced garlic, the juice of a half of a lime, and salt to taste. First, you need to marinate the chicken. Now you could marinate the whole chicken breast, but I would recommend slicing it up. That way the flavor gets into each piece of chicken a little bit more, and it cooks a lot quicker than if you would just throw the whole chicken breast on the grill. In a bowl, you're gonna mix your garlic, orange juice, lime juice, cumin, oregano, salt, pepper, and olive oil. Go ahead and give it a stir, and then add that chicken in there to coat it really, really well. Let it all marinate for at least 20 minutes, but to be honest with you, if you have the time, definitely do it for 24 hours. So once your chicken's marinated, you're gonna either heat up a hot grill pan or a skillet over some medium heat. Now, this will be fine in a cast iron pan. I like to cook this out on the flat top, and the reason why is because I can get the chicken just a little bit crispier. And if I'm being real with myself, I'm kind of a texture snob. So that's one way I can always just ensure that I'm not gonna get weird chicken. Now I understand everybody cooks their chicken a little bit differently, but I like to cook mine on each side for about 5 minutes. And then depending on how much it needs after that, I flip it every 2.5 minutes after that. Usually the chicken's done within 15 minutes. Now while that chicken's cooking, let's work on a quick crema. So in a bowl, you're gonna mix your sour cream, minced garlic, fresh lime juice, and a pinch of salt. Give it a stir, and that's it. It's super simple, but it has a nice contrast to that smoky chicken flavor. Okay, so now for the arepas. Yes, I know, I'm cheating, these are pre-made, but it's saving me a lot of time and it's very convenient for me, so this is a great alternative if you don't have the time to go and make them yourself. So really, all we need to do is slice them in half, throw them on there for about 2 minutes per side until they're slightly crispy on the edges. All right, so you got all your stuff done, now let's assemble the arepa. All right, so grab an arepa, load it up with some mojo chicken, drizzle a little bit of that garlic lime crema, and just like that, you got crispy, juicy, citrusy perfection. All right, so as we made this recipe, here's what we learned. For this one in particular, marinating the chicken is key. The longer it sits in that marinade, the more of that garlic, that citrus, and all those other flavors can really soak into the chicken. Oh, and don't rush the cooking. I know it's not always convenient cooking chicken because sometimes it can take a long time depending on which way you do it. Some people are picky, like me, but letting that chicken get a little bit of that extra char around the edges really makes all the difference. And it's the little things like that that take a simple dish and make it incredible. And there you have it, grilled mojo chicken arepas. Be sure to take a look at that latest episode of the next course to see what inspired this dish. And if you do decide to make these, tag us, let us know how they turned out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that way you can stay notified anytime a new recipe or a new episode of the next course drops. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next one.